Greetings, greetings. How are you all? This is Alaenura, and I'm here today to connect with you and just send you lots and lots of love. Spring has sprung. All the spring flowers are doing their thing, and how beautiful it is, the turning of the seasons, and just having moved through and out of winter, and how thankful I am for having had that experience of purging and allowing the old to die and fall away, and to prepare for a new beginning, a new start, as the spring solstice comes. The promise of renewal, the promise of new beginnings, where we can open our hearts and fill ourselves up with what really serves our highest good. It's a wonderful time, and I'm really thankful, and this is a time for me for Thanksgiving and for also reflection and preparation, for allowing the new to fill me up as I open up, as we open up to accept the blessings of the cycle of life. And it's my birthday next week, or this week should I say, in a couple of days, and so this is my solar return as well, and it's an opportunity to give thanks for everything that's happened, for the ancestors, for my ancestors, for our ancestors, our parents, and to step into our fullness, into our sovereignty, that in this journey called life, that we move forward with full awareness of our being and our directive and what we're here to do and to be full human beings without fear. And when fear comes, to allow that to remind us of the aspects of ourselves that we're still hanging on to, and that we can freely let them go, and to collect the higher learnings during the process of life and growth and death and rebirth. This is life, you know. Look at the trees, and some of them are budding. It's difficult to see that they're actually budding, but they are. And nothing really ever dies. It's just a cycle of life. And I want to thank you all for your love and your presence in my life, and for being another version of me, to being life, for that is what we are, life, experiencing life, as we come to terms with the cycles of life and what it brings us to, and where we tend to react to what is a natural cause, a natural causeway, that brings us closer to being in the flow, to being in the Tao, to knowing that everything makes perfect sense. As long as we resist, whatever we believe to be true persists. So as we let go of that resistance and acknowledge what the resistance is that holds us in some form of story or some sort of bondage, that we realize that they are just belief systems, and that we can, as we connect into the idea of recycling of the cycles and the continuum, the eternal continuum, not just within this lifetime but through lifetimes, and that our higher self is fully aware of the process of life and what it is we're here to do. And it's our mortal selves at times that gets confused. I'm also realizing that being here in this physical form can be difficult at times, you know, and I know for me, I'm not sure whether I actually ever fully landed in my body. And for those of us who feel at times struggling being in the body or being on earth, I'm here to remind you that this is also the way of the mystic, you know, living between worlds and being aware of the seen and the unseen gives us guidance and gives us awareness of various parameters in which we can investigate, in which we can experience the fullness of life in all its glory. And we're also allowed to journey within and without, and to experience the magic and the alchemy, and how powerful and how beautiful that is, and what a privilege it is to be able to experience such things, and to move beyond the dualistic ideas of what is and what often our ancestors have created, these parameters that our ancestors have created and set in the past, and that we are the ones who really bring in the new and to anchor the teachings and the learnings, and to anchor the oneness, a new way of being, a way of allowing us to be completely who we are as human beings, to fully understand the human template and our human imperative, what it is we're really here to do, to share, to realize that we're not here to look at what separates us, but what we have in common, what I truly know to be compassion, the passion that is common within us. And the passion is life, it's of existence, it's of this human experience that we're collectively having. And it's this human experience that we have in common, and there's no separation in that. And the feelings and emotions that we experience as we process and move through life, particularly if you're living in cities within any given matrix, including culture and traditions and religion, we realize that we are all one, and it doesn't matter what your belief system is if we really connect to our humanity that holds us in a place of unity and of oneness. And I'm really happy to be part of this human family and to have this human experience, despite how difficult it is when we slip into the edge of life and experiencing, where at times nothing makes sense. And we get confused at times because of the heightened feelings that happen as we transmute and move forward into a deeper knowing and a deeper understanding. And even though at times it feels very strenuous to move through ideas of separation, where we feel we're losing something of value, but we never really lose that. Everything is fractal. And what we experience outside of us and project upon one another is our own inner dynamic. And this inner dynamic is a sacred place. And as we grow and understand this to be true, we realize we need not project that onto one another. And this is the new type of relationship. This is the sacred marriage that we begin to embrace, that union within ourselves, all polarity, the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light, as we assimilate this into this one finite directive of life, and that all opposites are just simply there to bring us back to center, to a deeper understanding, to a deeper realization of what is and what isn't. And as we consolidate and as we find union within ourselves, within polarity, this allows us to then have and share this union with another, with someone else who has moved into oneness within themselves, or moving towards that, acknowledging that that is the path, that is the journey. So that way, when two people, complete people who are moving towards completion even, can come together without feeling there's something missing, where two people can come together and share as whole beings, where a spiritual table can be laid. A spiritual table can be laid whereby the presence of the divine can be born. And this can take place at any time, and it can take the form of love, through love, as love, and as a child, the birth of a child, or the conception of a child, or the conception of an idea, something creative. And it's a beautiful thing. It's alchemical, it's sacred, it's where we discover the God aspect in reflection as we become that in itself, and we also reflect that back. And as we embody this and we also become the reflection of love, God, Goddess, merged, we evoke the divine marriage. We evoke that very same God presence, and we experience the ecstasy of love, of this reunion, and of springtime, of joy. I leave this with you, beloved friends, brothers and sisters, Ra stars, and I wish you all the best. Until the next time, my name is Alaenura. Happy rebirth, happy new beginnings. Until the next time, many, many blessings to you. I see the God in you. Keep on shining, keep on rising. Open up to the new, open up to the new beginnings, open up to the promise of awakening and expansion, expand. Open up for your cup to be filled with the gifts of life and love and living. Namaste. My name is Alaenura. Until the next time, many blessings.